basically this video is going to be about my particular four suggestions that they could do to fix Final Fantasy, on 15. Here's the thing. Suggestion number one. They really need more towns in this game, and when I say towns, I mean actual towns. Like, if you look at the map, hold on, let me see if I can pull up the map from here. Nope, not this button. Oh, I have to land. But anyways, yeah, from if you look at the actual map for this particular game, it's like, my God, I mean, it's only like two real towns that you can go to outside of like, well, you can't even go to Insomnia because Insomnia is like locked out of. But I mean, the main two towns is like Lestalum and Old Lestalum, and then there's Altissia. But like, they really need like more towns, like, cause there's parts in the map that are like buried out, and like literally, I think the game suffers as a overall because of that. It's like they really need more towns. Let's see, that's the major first gripe. And then there's parts of the map that where you try to go to, it's like the place is barricaded, like even after you beat the game. So it's like, seriously. Um, Let me see if I can pull up actual the map this time around home. Let me get out of the car. Let's see. But yeah, besides that, it was that. Second was the whole like ruined world, world of ruin. Literally near the end of the game, you're treated to this really dark version, dystopian version of like the Final Fantasy 15 universe. But here's the thing about that. It's like you can't even like go anywhere. It's like literally from the moment you get out of like Golden Key, you go straight up ahead, and then you like meet Talcott, and he takes you straight to Hammerhead. After that, it's like fuck this. You gotta hurry up, pack your shit, and go straight to Insomnia. Personally, I would have liked to be able to like go to Lestalum, go to all the other places, in the Dark World, and because of course if the demons are everywhere, then all naturally the barricades and barriers will be down, and then I felt personally the whole like game kind of suffered from that. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me see if I can pull up the map now. Oh yeah, see? Okay. I mean, you got all of this. This needed to be open here. You could have had bosses all the way around here. This entire area could have been like a gauntlet here. And then, like, I mean, still, even if Insomnia was attacked and stuff, you could have still had to go through all of this. I mean, you could have added stores, all sorts of like places that just sells, Pacific like new and elite stuff there. And then over here, I mean, this area that like we haven't having a chance to go to, and then I mean even so, it's like I'm pretty sure this is probably like all like either ocean and stuff. And then we got all this stuff here. It's like you don't even get to see like half of this stuff. I mean the stuff down here you get to see, of course, but and then even there, it's like you got the stuff here that this leads to Altissia, because as you see the little line right here, that's the straight shot to Altissia. Let me see. It's just so much stuff that that personally I felt like they could have added in this to make this game a lot better. Let's see. I'll go to Altissia, and there's even more stuff there. So yeah. But yeah, you know what? No, I'll load up my save I have in Altissia. Let's see. Um, I think that was number two. Wait, was it number two? Yeah, I think it was number two. Anyways, number three personally is like they personally should have like they should really had those those bases that are like locked up even after you beat the game. Like get rid of like the locked doors for those and let us actually go through it. I mean, granted, I know that's unfinished content, but still, it's like they really needed to work on that. And I mean, um, 3.5 is like how like when you fly and stuff, there's still invisible walls you can't pass through. Personally, I would have preferred if they actually got rid of like the invisible walls in areas where they shouldn't really be at. Like if I want to climb on a mountain, why can't I climb on a mountain? It's like granted, when you climb on mountains and stuff like that, it's like if they're gonna put invisible walls in the game, I wish they put them a bit further and let us explore to other places like Angel Guard. Okay, let me show you this area. Okay, it's this entire area. They could have literally put this in the Final Fantasy 15. It would have made the game like 100 times better. Cause I mean, you got the little small roadways here, so obviously this was supposed to be a town where you're supposed to explore. and it sucks because it's like the game literally suffers from the fact that it doesn't have a lot of towns. And then over here, there's like entire other areas you could add like super bosses here and stuff. And I mean, like all of like the Ravatrice area you could have explored there. And in this area, I'm pretty sure this was another town. So like, yeah, they need to add this stuff. Like even if they add it in like the Ignis DLC or something, to explain where did they go to, after the Hydrian incident. All of this was like extra towns and stuff they could have added into the game, and it's like I feel like, to be honest, like Final Fantasy literally got the short end of the stick due to the fan base wanting the game out. And I'm not even gonna shit on the fan base because of that. Because let's be honest, 10 years is a long time to wait. Then there's this area here. This was another town. So like, man, personally, I feel like all of this like literally got shafted. And then there's stuff over here that would have led to like another area on the map. I mean, granted, this is all DLC, I'm guessing. And then over here, there's another part of a town, and like literally like. So what I'm guessing is they put all like the towns and stuff into like the Empire side of the map. But yeah, and for the last part that I felt that Final Fantasy 15 really needed to make it better, like they needed more story exposition. Like there was like cut generals like the one General Sephiroth, which is really supposed to be like a pun on the word Sephiroth. Here's my theory about that is in one of the trailers, Ravis, who had the assassin's cloak over his head, he was talking to a general in golden armor. And then yet when you get the Masamune for the day one pre-order, you literally get golden Masamune. So what I'm guessing is that golden general was General Sephiroth, and like they should literally have him like fight probably like Ignis in the DLC, because like Ignis does become blind, and we don't know how he became blind. Let's just say he fought like Sephiroth before he killed him, and then as a result he blinded him. I mean, there's just so many different things that they could personally do to make this game better. But overall, I mean, granted they're adding extra cutscenes and stuff, but I will say this: like the World of Ruin, which I mentioned earlier, they should have literally made that entire area more explorable. Other than that, it's not really a rant video because, like I said, I love Final Fantasy 15. I think this game is the shit. It's just that there's so much little things they could do to make the game better, and like at least if they put towns in the game, like more towns to go to, then people wouldn't be so upset because they'll have a more wider variety of places to go to. I mean, personally, if I had a choice, I would at least let have Noctis go back to Insomnia during the whole like time like the Empire had the place on lockdown. Because let's be honest here, like that's his freaking dad dying and stuff, and it's like I mean, granted, like I mean, they could have retaken Insomnia. They could have like literally had this like little thing in the game where like you spend money on rebuilding your massive empire. But yeah, for what it's worth, that's just my personal gripes in the whole thing. But with that being said, this is Samurai over and out. Later.